They're, oh, no, what the heck? There we go, on the jackhammer. She crushed it. Oh my God, it's a good one, guys. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Bass & Mill 96 YouTube channel. Today, we are putting the Z-Man chatterbaits to the test once again. We are gonna put the Jackhammer chatterbait up against the original chatterbait to try to find out which one of these is a better bait. Is this jackhammer worth the $15 to $20 price tag, or could you get away with throwing the $5 original chatterbait? Today's video is going to be brought to you guys by Catchco Baits, so we will be throwing the Guggen Squad Saucy Swimmer on the back of both of these baits. That is also going to ensure that the chatterbait trailer will have no bearing on which one of these chatterbaits does better, since they will both be the exact same. We're throwing both of the chatterbaits on the same rod, the same reel, the same line. Everything is the exact same. The only difference is one of these baits costs like $20 and one of them costs like $5. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out which one of these chatterbaits does more damage today, and we're gonna do that by setting a timer on my phone, seeing how long it takes to catch a bass on each one of these chatterbaits, and kind of alternating back and forth to see which one of these on average takes longer to catch a bass. I actually filmed another one of these videos, so if you guys want to check out how part number 1 did, I'm going to link that down below. But without further ado, let's jump into the video and find out if this chatterbait is going to be worth the $20 for you guys. Okay, since it's so windy, I'm going to try to shoot some of my talking stuff sitting in the back of my truck so it kind of blocks the wind for you guys. But if you guys watched part 1 of this video, the first comparison between the jackhammer and the original chatterbait, we started out with the original last time, so this time we're going to start out with the jackhammer right here, and I'm going to walk out of the dock, start fishing, start the timer, and see how long it takes to catch our first fish on this, and then we're going to switch over to the original afterwards. And just like in the first video, we're going to average out the times and see which one of these chatterbaits performs better today. Also, like in the first video, we're going to try to catch 5 bass just to make sure we have a decent size sample size. And I don't know if we're going to be able to catch 10 total bass, 5 in each of these chatterbaits, because it is very cold out here in Michigan today. Huge cold front rolled through, but we're going to give it a go and see what happens. So let's walk out there, guys, and we're going to get this timer going, and we're going to see how long it takes to catch a fish on this thing. Let's see how she blows. So our stopwatch is going to be starting right now. Alrighty, first cast with the jackhammer. Going to try to fish it around a lot of these pad stems and whatnot. There are a lot of fish in this pond, and so we should catch a few fish. That's a given. Oh, first cast just had one. I just watched him come up and eat it. I was just gonna say, we should definitely catch some fish. I just don't know which one of these is going to work better, if they're gonna work the same, or what's gonna happen. We literally just had one on the first cast on the jackhammer though, guys. That is a good sign. There we go, on the jackhammer. Not too far into the challenge, boys, but we missed that one on the first cast, and then didn't get bit for a little while there. So first fish on the shoreline here, bit the old jackhammer and that saucy swimmer, that little Guggen Squad swim bait. But let me stop the timer and we'll take a few seconds off because it took me a second here. Okay, so we stopped it at 5 minutes and 43 seconds, but I probably took about 10 seconds to get my phone out. So we're gonna go with 5 minutes and 33 seconds for that first bass of the day. Gonna put her back in the water. We're gonna record this time for the jackhammer, and then we're gonna move on to the original chatterbait to see how long it takes us to catch one on that chatterbait. In the jackhammer slot, we have 5 minutes and 33 seconds recorded. We're gonna go grab the original and we're gonna do it all over again. So we're gonna get another little Guggen Squad saucy swimmer here. The exact same trailer that we are using on the jackhammer, and we're going to put it on the back of this original chatterbait really quick. And what I did is I trimmed off just the little head portion, so we're going to do it the exact same on the original as we did on the jackhammer, and we're going to go ahead and thread this onto the original chatterbait. Okay, now we're going to go start the timer and see how long it takes. Stopwatch reset, and we are rolling. So it would have been really cool if we would have caught one first cast on the jackhammer, but unfortunately that fish whiffed. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, who do you think is taking the dub in this challenge? If you guys watched the first one, you saw this original chatterbait absolutely destroy the jackhammer, but I'm curious to see how it happens today. So what do you guys think? Is the original chatterbait taking another big dub, or is the jackhammer gonna redeem itself and actually catch some bass today? There we go. Oh, that's a good one, dude. That's a good one on the original. Oh, she popped off. That was a nice fish. That was like a 2.5, 3 pounder, which for this pond, guys, there's not a lot of big bass in here. So that was a pretty good one. But like we did in the first challenge, we have to land the fish for it to count, because the hook is definitely part of the equation as far as paying more for a chatterbait. And this original one I really do not think has quite as good of a hook. So the Jackhammer has got the better hook. Might have landed that fish, I don't know. But that was almost like a 3-pounder on the original Chatterbait. We're probably about 6 minutes in too, so not only will we maybe have landed that one on the Jackhammer, but we might have caught one by now too. First good bite on the OG Chatterbait though. Nice like 2.5, 3-pound bass. Oh my gosh, dude! Did you guys see that? It followed it out from the freaking depths and ate the Chatterbait right next to the bank. And this original Chatterbait is not hooking him today. I do not know what the heck is happening. With it being like 40 degrees outside, that bass was aggressive too. That thing shot up and freaking clocked this thing. Okay, I'm about ready to end it all, boys. Holy smokes. Another 2-pounder just came up. I watched it eat the Chatterbait, and that one I will give you. I did not set the hook very good on that fish, but still, the smallest amount of pressure should get this hook through a fish's mouth, and we just missed a freaking another one. That is 3 missed fish. We have still not caught one on the original Chatterbait. The original Chatterbait is not doing work today. Oh, here we go. Oh, one just followed it all the way up. That one just didn't commit. Oh my gosh, there she was. There she was. I watched her eat it. I set the hook, missed her. What the heck, dude? That's 0 for 4 on the original Chatterbait. I let her take it too. I watched her engulf the entire thing and then sent it and somehow did not hook that fish. What the heck? All I want is to hook one fish so we can freaking move back to the Jackhammer and I can actually stick a few. No! No! What the heck? Are you freaking kidding me? That's 0 for 5! Unbelievable! That's absurd! I've never had such a bad hookup ratio in my entire life on a Chatterbait. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I want to move to the Jackhammer so bad right now, guys. Last time I did this, I wanted to move back to the original so bad because I was getting all the bites on the original Chatterbait. And today, all I want to do is move to the Jackhammer just so I can hook one of these dang fish. There we go, way out in the middle of the pond. Please, please stay on, please. I'm begging you, fish. I'm literally begging you. Stay on the freaking hook. Come on, get on the shore. Yes, yes. Okay, we got to stop the stopwatch, boys. We got one on the original Chatterbait. Only had to miss 5 to get to that one right there. 26 minutes and 48 seconds, and just like the Jackhammer, we will take 10 seconds off that time. But there we go. Finally got one to eat the original Chatterbait. I can't believe it took that long. I can't believe I missed that many bass, and that's all I really have to say about that. But 26 minutes and 38 seconds after we deduct that 10 seconds. So I just had to walk all the way back over to the dock and grab the old Jackhammer because we fished pretty much the whole pond with the original Chatterbait, and it took us 26 minutes to catch a bass. But like I said, the hook quality is definitely part of this little experiment. I don't know if I would have landed every single one of those bass with the Jackhammer, but I do have to believe that I would have landed more than I landed on the original Chatterbait because this hook is definitely better. So we're back to the Jackhammer though. We're gonna start the timer up and see how long it takes to get a bass on this one. Reset and start. There we go, on the Jackhammer. She crushed it. Oh my God, it's a good one, guys. I literally told you guys there's not big. No! 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 She's right there. That's the biggest bass I've ever seen in this pond in my life. I can literally still see her, and I just got done telling you guys, one, earlier I said that this pond really doesn't have that big a bass, and I was freaking out over that like 2.5, 3-pounder over there. And then two, I was saying how the Jackhammer doesn't lose as many fish because it's got the better hook, and it is. It's super, super sticky sharp, and that was like a 3.5, 4-pounder, and we just popped her off right at the shore. So that sucks. I don't know what's happening. Like I said, biggest bass in the pond. can't even function right now. And she got the tail too, so we got to go back and get another swim bait. So far, today's little challenge here is not going off so good. I don't know if we're going to be able to land 5 bass on each one of these chatterbaits because we keep losing them. So I'm low-key a little bit pissed off right now, but we have another saucy swimmer rigged up on the back of there. We've paused the timer for the time being, but we're going to start her back up and probably just make our way around the pond here again. But I literally cannot believe, I cannot wrap my mind around the fact that we've lost 6 fish and 2 of them were like 2 of the biggest fish that I've ever seen in this pond. Yeah, let's get over in the corner here and we're gonna start this timer back up and try to catch a bass on the jackhammer. But we are 7 minutes and 38 seconds in when we lost that fish back there. Alrighty, here we go. Starting her back up. There we go. Dude, it's another good one. Okay. We gotta stop the stopwatch, boys. A little 1.5-pounder. Got the jackhammer knocked out of the way. Stop the stopwatch. 13 minutes and 59 seconds right there on that one for the jackhammer. So a little bit longer than the first one that we caught on the jackhammer, but nowhere near as bad as that original chatterbait. So let that fish go right there. We're gonna log this and we're gonna subtract the 10 seconds just like we have been. Now we're gonna move back to the original chatterbait and just pray to the Lord that we don't lose 5 fish in a row, because I don't know if there's that many bass in this pond. If we keep losing them, we're not gonna be able to get our 10 fish. So since I suck at fishing, this video obviously did not go as planned. We had a ton of fish hooked up, as you guys saw, but we did not land enough fish to get a large enough sample size to really determine which one of these chatterbaits was working better. The original got a ton of bites. I literally just could not get them to the shore, and I'm chalking it up to how cold it was outside. It might have looked pretty warm outside because it was all sunny and beautiful, but the high today was 41 degrees, and as you guys saw, it was like 20-mile-per-hour winds as well. So I think the fish were just in a weird funk. They weren't really eating the chatterbait too good, and that's why I lost fish on both of the chatterbaits, including that nearly 4-pounder on the freaking jackhammer. But after I couldn't get any more bites on the chatterbait, I did catch a few on the jerkbait just for fun. I threw the Googan Scout around and caught a few more bass. And yeah, the video didn't work out as planned. If you guys do want to watch a video where it did work out as planned, check out the other one I shot comparing these 2 chatterbaits. On part number 1, I did catch 5 fish on each, so we got a decent sized sample size to see which one was working better. Honestly, in my opinion, both of these chatterbaits are obviously very good. I've caught some absolutely massive bass on an original chatterbait. I've really just started using the jackhammer as it's came out, and I think that it's a crazy good bait, guys. Like, the chatterbait is one of the best big fish baits. It's one of the best springtime baits you could possibly throw. And I do think that the jackhammer engages a little bit faster, and I do think that the blade vibration is a little bit more distinct. Like, you could feel it a lot better than the original. And so I think in dirtier water, the jackhammer definitely shines. And anytime the fish are really feeding with their lateral line, where they're really searching out that vibration, I think that the jackhammer has just a tiny bit more. But that being said, the slightly less vibration is probably good on certain days. Like if you did watch part 1, how the OG chatterbait destroyed the jackhammer, I think that was just because the water was a little bit cold and it was pretty clear. So yeah, that was long-winded. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep this video too long, so I'm going to cut it off right here, guys. We're going to be comparing these chatterbaits along with a bunch of different other baits on the channel. So if you guys want to see more of this, please hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button as well. But on that note, we are going to wrap this video up, and I will catch you guys in the next one.